Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from All India Bakchodi.
We just want to have fun. There's no pressure on you. No, but this
No,
better
no
be very
pressure.
fun.
We want to have fun. We want to be funny.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah, we have to be fun right now.
No pressure.
No, zero.
All right, are we going? Are we going? All right. Hello and welcome to the AIB podcast. Khamba say hello. Hello. All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have someone with us who has taught more Indian kids how to count than the Indian education system.
This is true. The counting ended at 13,
Yeah,
but it was cool.
it was good.
Not
it was
really.
good.
Not really. No.
It didn't.
30.
पूरा गाने में पूरा महीना है.
That's true.
30.
That's true. My bad.
Yeah. What's the
आपने
point of
और
salt
से
and
नहीं
pepper?
देखा
उसमें
है.
एक लाइन ये भी है. दिन
मैं
अब
ऐसे
महीने
किया,
के
guys.
हैं और 4 आजा पिया आई बाहर भी
क्या?
26
See,
तक
he
तो है.
knows everything.
All right, so the one and only Madhuri Dixit is with us. Welcome,
Thank you,
welcome.
thank
Before we make your day harder, what are some of the questions that we should not ask? मतलब ये पूछना ही नहीं है, ये मुझे बहुत पूछते हैं लोग.
Just tired of
Two or
answering.
three things that we should just stay away from.
आपके फिटनेस का राज क्या है?
Done.
Done.
Question number 11 is gone.
Is that still a question?
आपकी फिटनेस का राज
राज
क्या
क्या
है?
है?
Really?
और
तो
आपको
आपका-
कैसा लग रहा है अब? आपकी इतनी करियर हो चुकी है, आपको कैसा लग रहा है अभी?
Question
Question
17.
14. Over a very long and storied career, you must have had some crazy fan stories.
Like people are insane. Like Virat Kohli was telling us how this one guy one day just wrote a letter to him in his blood and just sent it over saying, "Virat, this is for you." Like I'm sure like
That's a very.
you've not had something like that. Have you had?
Yeah, things like that happen where they write in blood and all. But one really like
So
crazy
casually?
story.
Things
No,
happen.
It happens. I mean, it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
It happens to everyone. It's not as if.
No,
it
I'm
happens
pretty
to
sure it
people.
doesn't happen to everyone.
Maybe not you.
Definitely not me.
कमरे में सिर्फ आप.
But there is like some fans got together. Now this is very out of this world, literally, because they went to some body. I don't know who they are, but they went there and they named a star after me.
Oh.
They got a star in the Orion belt or whatever named after me. I think that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
The
That's
star
what
is called Madhuri or Madhuri Dixit?
It's called Madhuri Dixit.
Madhuri Dixit star.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I have a story.
Yeah.
So I did MBBS from Pune. I'm a doctor. So a friend,
Wow.
So a friend of mine, he's such a big fan of yours that we got admission in 2003 and we graduated in 2008. So during those 5 years, only one film of yours came out, which was Aja Nachle. It was in the 4th year. So we waited for your film for 4 years, and when that movie came, he took 30-40 of us to the theatre. And after his MBBS, he did the PG in microbiology.
Oh.
He has
Why?
made, because of his
Oh my God! मतलब इतना torture उन्होंने सहा कि वो microbiology में all the words are like.
He has made career choices.
Something is like.
Do you think microbiologists around the country are like, hey, Madhuri na?
But
Same.
they are.
Same thing.
You know, all the microbiologists actually feel that too.
अच्छा एक
कि,
secret
yeah.
बता दूँ, पता नहीं लोगों को लगता है मैंने microbiology complete की. I just did first 6 months of BSc. After that, I started working in films.
You have shattered.
I just got to play this one bite on loop now. खुलासा. माधुरी जी ने नहीं खत्म किया microbiology. It's going to be the whole interview.
So I have these 3 names in my mind.
हाँ.
Saroj Khan with 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
Prabhudeva with K. Sarasara, and Birju Maharaj with Kahe Chhed Chhed Moye.
Yes.
So can you tell us one thing that you learned from each one of them?
Well, Sarojji, of course, Bollywood style of dancing. Anything. She's the epitome of Bollywood dancing. And Kahe Chhed Chhed Mohe, of course, because I'm classically trained. I've learned Kathak. It was mesmerizing working with him because little actions, like you don't have to be loud to express yourself, right? Just a little nudge of the hand or, the eyes, the way they move. All that is, something I've learned with Maharajji. And of course, how to make the body go like this was something I learned from Prabhudeva. All the stunts that you do, on the knees and the way the legs are moving fast and the leg work and all. I think all that I learned from Prabhudeva.
In that Sailab, the अपना हमको आज कल है that song. Okay, this is what I have read. Okay, and infamously, I've never heard you say it. But apparently, it was a fisherwoman ka dance. The dance had started, and Sarosh Khan in between came and she's like, "Nee, kuch chal nahi raha hai."
What happened was when we started the song, they said, let's do it the Kohli way and this and that. So I said, okay. So I dressed up all like, hair in a bun and a sari tight like this and, Kohli outfit. And I went on the stage. We did one or two movements and something was not working, And she said, nahi, ye nahi jam raha hai. Baal khol do. Baal khol do. Because she wanted to use wind. And with all the hair tied up like that, the wind was, pata hi nahi chalta tha, wind aa rahi hai.
And in that dance also, every time we cut to Aditya Pancholi, you just don't want to watch him. I said, क्यों किया close up उन पे? Dance चल रहा था तुमने क्यों किया close up? And he's also doing the same thing, चश्मे के साथ same thing he's doing. I'm like, यार तुम, please cut back to Madhuri, thank you.
I like
सिर्फ
how
गाना नहीं था, फिल्म भी थी ना उसके पीछे. तो फिल्म में कुछ ना कुछ तो करना ही पड़ता है ना. ऐसे थोड़ी गाना ही चल रहा है.
I have a mystery to solve.
Yeah.
This मार डाले you mentioned ना सरोज जी का, तो उसका लाइन है हम पे ये किसने हरा रंग डाला, खुशी ने हमारी हमें मार डाला. मुझे इस लाइन का मतलब समझ में नहीं आया आज तक. हम पे ये किसने हरा रंग डाला. Do you know the meaning? What was the intention? Apart from the green costume.
मीनिंग पता भी नहीं चले तो हम उसको बहुत मीनिंग दे देते हैं. Just our expressions. हरा रंग.
some flower photosynthesis feel also something.
Yeah. Just keep
This
adding.
is, my son has come and now I must photosynthesize. I don't know.
Vegetables are good for you.
But it's a very valid question. I should ask someone what it means because we never even thought about it.
Just calling in the middle of the night. Hi, Sanjay.
Long time no here, but
Next day, Madhuri पागल हो गई है यार. क्या करे रात के 2 बजे phone करके. I know that you have to be slightly guarded about your opinions about co-stars, etc. But I have to ask. On the sets of Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, was it tough to act opposite Tuffy? Was he really difficult
Boy is
to
a
work
total
with?
diva. Boy is a total diva.
Yeah, he used to be like he was a complete diva.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Tuffy, aa jao. He used to run the other way. Usko lao, idhar lao, Tuffy. ये देना है उनको. So he used to be like disinterested, not interested. Then the trainer used to come running, and it's just like a child on the set, basically. You really have to work with
Oh,
them.
I
So
said,
the
Hum Aapke
last-
Hai Kaun changed everything for me.
Entirely.
So the last scene of Hum Aapke
Yeah.
Hai Kaun was him being a diva. He just
Yeah,
went
yeah,
the
yeah.
opposite direction.
What a great alternate
Exactly.
ending to the movie that would have been. Just Tuffy humping Monish Pell's leg. Get off! Why?
One set that is just there with the umpire costume and Tuffy is like ये बहुत tight हो रहा है. मेरे को hat नहीं, मेरे को cap ला के दो.
We believed in school that there was some rumor that Tuffy is actually your own pet dog.
You know how long Tuffy would have to live? He would be like God knows how many years old by now.
Was it just one Tuffy or there were 2-3 doubles? Because होता है ना.
No, was that a sad
So
Tuffy?
they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
See, some of them know some trick and some of them knows other tricks. They
Yeah,
do that
correct.
sometimes.
Yeah,
They use
correct.
multiple animals
Yeah.
because some of them can't do that trick and he can do this trick. So but Tuffy used to do everything himself.
This Tuffy's a
He used to
talented
do all
turtle.
that and everything himself.
Tuffy is a Tuffy.
Tuffy.
Tuffy is also
Tough
in
guy.
real life he's also called Tuffy, na? His name was Tuffy, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Tuffy.
It was
Tuffy as
Tuffy
Tuffy.
Sir.
नहीं होगा भी नहीं ना.
It's Tuffy Sir, by the way.
What was
अगर
it?
हाँ भी नहीं ना
हाँ.
तो उसका नाम Tuffy हो
Yeah.
गया.
हो गया.
And Tuffy changed the way Pomeranians were looked at throughout.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
Tuffy
no,
is
you
a
think they are
dignity.
like yappy dogs. No?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just go wow, 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 all the
Just
time.
families across India, just in front of their Pomeranian, like dikta na. Nothing. You don't want to. Tell me something. Now that we're talking about this movie.
Yes.
Did you ever at one point on the sets of Hum Aapke Hai Kaun sit and wonder, I am an exchange bride for
The brother.
the brother?
No one's asking me.
Did at no point did you feel like this is slightly odd, no? That we just got, she died and now sister is just like, okay, now you go. Like in hindsight now, if your kids watch this movie, wouldn't they be like, Mommy, this was slightly odd?
Yeah, they would say that, how is it fair? That's not fair, mom. They just got you married to this guy. How is that possible? I mean, they start arguing with me. I'll be like, okay, sorry.
Can we
Sorry
please
we
do
did
an
that, but
entire
we did.
separate episode of just your woke kids
Yeah.
critiquing your movies over the last 30 years? That would be
Do they watch
amazing.
your
It'll
movies?
be amazing, I can tell you that much.
Do they watch your movies and do they ask you questions?
I remember we were watching Mrityudand and suddenly they saw that this guy goes to the motorbike and the whole motorbike blows up. There's a bomb in the motorbike. So it's like, Mom, why didn't you tell your husband there was a bomb in the motorbike? So I'm like,
Wow.
because I didn't know. I didn't know in the movie. But you read the script, you knew that there was a bomb in there. So you knew there was a bomb. Me as a character, so I knew there's a bomb in there. I should have told him.
Cut to 2
I'm
and
like,
call the
now-
director, this bomb. And all the directors in Bollywood like, Madhuri, 2 baje kyun phone kariye sabko? What is going on?
And
You ever
for
want to
some
just have a star moment with your kids when they ask you questions and they're like, shut up, it was the 3rd highest grossing film of the year. You don't know anything.
What will you say?
And people are, first of all, Mrityanand itself is asking questions, challenging
Yeah.
women, and then your sons are asking you on the same bloody
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
It's
They're
irony.
like, why didn't you tell him?
It's very sad.
Were the projects you signed, because were the projects you signed that you were like, this probably won't work, and then it was like a mega super hit sort of a film.
Yeah, okay.
Let's take an example of Hum Aapke Hain Kaun. We knew that it's a very sensitive, very sweet film, but I never thought really that it would become such a big blockbuster.
Just so the viewer should know that it broke Shole's record after almost 20 years.
Yeah.
It became the highest grossing film of Hindi cinema.
कोई ना
I
कोई
remember
channel
I
पे
watched
होता ही है वो.
it first week at Liberty. At the point at which back then, first week of any movie, if there was a hit song, there would be like LED Diwali lights that would come on the
Yeah.
screen during the song, right? Like, you know, it's like, now you're watching the main event, people. Like, you know, right? Like, that's what you're here for.
But if you see the shadis, I think all the shadis got influenced after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
Yes.
like multiple days of celebrations.
No, Dada-
It started
yeah.
after Hum Aapke Hain Kaun.
Yeah, the whole
Dada started having
Sangeet thing.
Sangeet and this and that.
Not only songs, it's pretty much Dada's entire clothes center is running still because of you. That blue color chanya choli is still something everyone's like, I'm going to lose weight and buy first that only.
Yeah, the blue color sari. It
blue
was
color
not blue,
sari.
by the way. It was purple.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh my
the
God,
green
yeah.
suit looks blue.
क्या समझे?
Is this gold? Is this
fact?
purple?
Galat fact.
Shit.
I bought a mandolin. I got so influenced. I
Oh,
bought a mandolin and
This is true.
I bought a sari, no?
Yeah.
But बजाते भी हैं, रंग
हाँ
भी है।
नहीं अरे मेरा मेडिकल कॉलेज में रैगिंग पीरियड में उसी ने बचाया मुझे
Oh.
जहाँ सीनियर पकड़ता था तू क्या करता लाइफ में तो मैं उसको निसारे करे
The one major change from the 90s to now is there was a point where movie stars were supposed to be larger than life, like the inaccessibility with them
Yes.
And mystery.
and the mystery, which is what must their life be like. But आज वो थोड़ा बदल गया है. Today it's more relatability. Like, do you feel the pressure to tweet or Instagram or
My team feels the pressure more than I do. Like if I don't tweet for 2-3 days,
कुछ
I'm like, it's okay. It's not. I don't have nothing to say right now. One tweet. You have to put one.
Eating poha.
So it's like,
just something to keep the account going. No, but keeping with this sort of
Yeah.
90s to now transition, the other thing that I've noticed that what happens when we talk to people who've sort of been in the industry for a while is we talk about the change that they've noticed just being in the industry, in terms of just practices in the industry and how they've changed.
Professional practices in the industry.
Yeah, on
How-
set in terms of changes, like the way it is.
Like
I
something
mean,
that was
professionally, yeah. I mean, the biggest change that I see is the vanity van. I mean,
They've gotten
that's
amazing.
such a blessing
Why,
in disguise.
You had vanity.
Yeah,
van.
No, we didn't.
What?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
We didn't have vanity vans.
So
when
where
we
did you
started.
sit between shots?
Wherever we were
in
shooting.
front of the fan.
just in front, one
Yeah.
fan would show.
One fan, one guy holding an umbrella on top of your head, and that's it. And if it starts raining, then there would be these cars parked nearby. We just rush into the car, sit there for the while till the rain
shucks,
stops.
there were no vanity vans.
There were no vanity vans.
Has behavior changed, sort of professional behavior on set? Is that something you've noticed has changed?
But there was a
over the-
time when people used to come, 2 बजे आ रहे हैं, stars, big stars. Set अच्छा नहीं लगा, change कर दो, pack up, चले जाते थे. लेकिन today you can't do that. The sport was gone mad.
Contract में लिखा है 4 बजे तक रैप करना है.
So now it's much more disciplined, professional. Everybody's on time, and
Did you have to improvise your lines back then when we have heard that there were written scenes were not provided to the actors? Did you have to come up with lines?
Well, there used to be. I mean, we used to be given scenes with dialogues and everything. Only very last minute. So we would be ready with our makeup and everything, sitting on the set. The dialogue writer used to be in that corner. Jaldi lao dialogues. And he used to be writing dialogues, and then we used to get the dialogues and just spontaneously learn them and just say them there.
What's on your bucket list?
Yeah.
Oh!
What's on my bucket list? Well, on my bucket list, first of all, I wanted to do a Marathi film. Always wanted to do one. And finally, I found a script which I thought was, a very great kind of a subject for a Marathi film, and that was bucket list. So one thing got ticked from my bucket list. I also wanted to turn producer, so I'm producing a Marathi film because when I started acting, I came through Hindi films. But as a producer, I wanted to start with Marathi films. That is my mother tongue. So I'm producing one called 15th August, 15 August. So that's it. Two things, ticked off my bucket list.
Actually, when you came, it was like a comeback movie for you, right? Aja Nachle.
Every film I do now is
Yeah,
a
I was about
comeback.
that.
Every film is a comeback.
I also-
That's fine. That's fine by me.
For me, I was like, okay, Aja Nachle, technically I saw her after a long back on theatre, but this is something as a fan, I always thought there's so much attention that is given to your dancing prowess. But somewhere people have forgotten that your performance was equally, if not more, than just your dance.
It was dance based because it was about this woman who has left the theatre and as she is leading her own life teaching dance to everybody else, she comes to know that the theatre is just crumbling. So she comes back to save the theatre, to save the culture. So I don't think that they thought it's a dance base. Of course, there must be some, selfishness in saying that, okay, let's do it this way because then she can dance and, people love to see her dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even in Gulab Gang, was there a dance
Yeah,
number
there was
in
dance
Gulab
performance in
Gang?
it. And I was watching the movie, I'm like, what? What? Kya?
There's a dance number in Gulab
Yeah,
Gang?
and she was just kicking ass and then it's like, nahi, but ma'am hai to ma'am se dance karana hi padega. I was like, okay, fine.
Well, that...
See guys, this is a
the
gif.
most. This is a gif.
This is a gif.
This is a gif.
When I was like, mom wants you to come back home.
All right. The movie is called Bucket List. Do check it out when it's out. It's going to be in link in the description and the dates. Thank you so much. This was
Thank you.
This
Thank
was
you. It was
very
fun.
fun.
Pleasure.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love
Thank you.
meeting
This was
all
fun.
of you
And I wish you all the best for
Thank you so much.
for the film and the rest of promotion day.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
something I really need.
Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time.